All right, Bo. Well, first of all, congratulations on getting drafted, getting that call, man. Tell me what were your emotions like when you got the call?
I mean, I was just, it's hard to put into words. As a kid, you work your whole life for to just to get to that moment. And like I said, it's hard to put into words. It was like a grateful moment, like a gratefulness. I just felt like everybody who had helped me along the way and my dad and my family there just just to pay just to for them to see that to for everything they did for me to pay back and give back to them. It was just an overwhelming moment.
What was the conversation kind of like with the Blue Jays, and did you kind of know that they were going to be one of the teams in the mix?
Yeah, I they were one of the first teams that I talked to when the season got out. I had a Zoom call with them and I talked to them on day two of the draft. And then before the third day of the draft, they called me and was like, would you be interested? And I was like, yeah, of course. And then we got to the 13th round, and I think it was like five or so picks before they called me and was like, hey, would you go here? And I said, yeah. And they took me. And in junior college, I talked to them a lot. So I've always kind of had that connection with them for a while.
So I guess with it kind of being a natural relationship that you had with them because you've talked so much, I guess it makes it a lot easier to say you going to Toronto.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And another reason they're where everybody reports to their rookie ball is in Dunedin, Florida, which is like 3 hours from my house, which is like the closest minor league or it's I would have had to go to Arizona if because the Rangers were also interested. I had several other teams, and they were from Arizona, and that would have been I would have gladly took it. But I'm glad that I got to go with the Blue Jays with that connection that I had and close to home. Everything will work out.
I guess is it clear already that you've made your decision that you're gonna go and be with the team, or are you still kind of mulling over the decision?
No, yeah, I made my decision. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sign with them. It's hard because being a part of the Raging Cajuns is like a brotherhood, and it's tough. It's tough to leave it. In 1 year of it's not nearly enough. If I could do it, if I could be with those guys for the rest of my life, I would be. It's it was a tough decision to not go back. Like I said, I have so much love for those guys and coaches, but with my injury and my Tommy John and my rehab, getting those professionals and just to start my career there is just I it was a hard decision, but I had to make it.
And I guess since you kind of opened the door to it, how was that process of the Tommy John surgery, and how did you find out, and what was all of that like?
Yeah, so it was in a TCU game in the last inning with two outs, and I threw one pitch, and it was kind of away in the dirt. I could see. I looked at it in the video, and as soon as I threw it, I knew what happened. I felt it. So I knew it was done. It was gone. But it was the last inning, two outs, and me when I get on the mound, it's kind of. I mean, I don't really, you know, turn into like a different kind of person, but I thought I could at least throw three more strikes. So I threw four more pitches, I think. And, my velocity was down, which I mean, obviously, but I had no clue where the ball was going. So, I'm glad Julian came out there and then Coach Deggs came out there and got me. But, like I said, I thought, I wanted to give everything I had for the team, and, my arm went, and, I thought I still had a little bit left in the tank to give them. So I gave them everything I had, and I couldn't do it. But with our team, like I said, the brotherhood. As soon as I got pulled, I knew I had somebody coming in behind me that was going to finish it up for me. I had trust in them, and that's one of the main reasons. Like I said, why it was so hard because we were all so close, and I knew that they were going to get it. They were going to pick me up. So
When did you have the surgery?
I had it June 16th.
Okay, got you. Because I know you made your post on social media and everybody was talking about it and all of that stuff like that. I guess what was that surgery like? I know, in years past I've seen guys, they be in these casts and their arms are straight and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
you were in a sling and now you don't even have it on right now. So I'm assuming your rehab is happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I got the scar right there. But so they there's two ways you can do the Tommy John. You can take the tendon out of your wrist here and put it in, or the other one. Or you could take it out of your hamstring because there's another tendon in your leg that you don't need or you can live without or whatever. And so they took it out of my leg down here. I got like a 3-4 inch incision across the back of my knee. And they took it out of there and put it in my elbow for my new UCL. And it was tough. I'll be honest with you. The first couple of days after, my leg was 10 times worse than my arm. My arm healed in like I felt fine in like 4 days, but my leg, it was like sleeping. I couldn't go to sleep, and if I moved it a certain way, it was tough for me. But it all got better, and then I'm on my third or fourth week of rehab right now, and I can move it. I have all my mobility back. So it was a tough thing to go through, but I mean it's nothing I can't handle or get past.
For you, guys have injuries like that, and some people think about like maybe this is supposed to be it for me, or maybe I'm supposed to do something else. Why was it worth it to go through with the surgery and the rehab that you're about to go through to try to continue playing in your career?
Yeah, I love the game, and more importantly, I love pitching. The game in itself is baseball. It's the game, and everybody loves it. But I have a deeper love for the position of pitching because as on the baseball field, you can play shortstop or center field or right field, but you know as a pitcher, you get to face people one on one and beat them, and you get to it's the individual aspect of it. It's to beat a team like is there's no other feeling like it. I like just to that's really what drove me. And also, the Tommy John surgery has come on so far since it's first, happened, and guys come back easier and better most of the time nowadays. It's gotten a lot better. So it really wasn't, that big of a decision for me to make because I knew that, there's a very good chance that I'm going to come back and be even better. And like I said, just the mentality and drive that I have that Coach Deggs instilled a lot in me. Just it made me want to go and keep going and it's like Coach Deggs talks about. Had a little adversity, and it's how you go through it and what you do after. And so I owe it to him and my teammates to go as far as I can and be the best that I can to represent for the name across my chest and the program and those guys.
I guess now that you know for certain that you've played your last inning with the Cajuns, I guess what message do you have to Cajun Nation, and how fulfilling is it for you to know that you guys did it your way? You won the conference championship, going through the tournament to get it done. You got a chance to play in a regional.
Yeah. Well, first, Cajun Nation, I've never witnessed or been part of anything close to what those guys did for us. And Section A, those guys, that was always a highlight of my days, seeing those guys when we played and listening to them. And, the fans, just there, like I said, there's nothing like the fans. I've never seen anything like that. And the love and the support that they gave us was just, we don't always say it, but, or show it, but we always loved it and, respected them. And we're very thankful for them to be there. We knew that they had our back. And I can't say it's hard to put into words how grateful we are for those fans. And like you said, the way we got to the regional and the conference tournament, that's just us. That's the Ragin' Cajuns. We don't take the easy way. It's always the hard way, whether we want to or not. It's we have this thing where, any opening to our field, like where there's a gate that we can step over, we don't ever walk through the gate. We always step over, even if the gate's open, because we don't want it easy. It was a joke or not a joke, but that was something that we had. Never easy. We don't want it easy, always the hard way. So when we went to the conference tournament, we knew that, we knew what the end was going to be. We're going to win every game and be the champions and go to a regional. So, I mean, it wasn't nothing new to us. Like I said, that team was something that was just, it's hard to explain. Just that we wanted it more than anybody, and we were nastier and grittier. And there's so much stuff we did in the fall and the season building up to that, to get to that point, to get that nastiness and restore that grit to that program. It was, I mean, we knew it was going to happen.
I don't know how. Well, I actually do. TR was telling me that you guys were texting back and forth as the draft was going on, because I think you guys were like 20 or 30 picks apart from each other. I guess just to know how close you guys were in the draft, how cool was that to see that moment unfold? Because I feel like it was like 7 or 8 minutes apart. I saw your brand come up on Twitter, and then his came up. Just how cool was that moment?
That was great. Like you said, we were texting each other and talking about this and that, and we actually were, some of the same teams were interested in us, and we were texting back and forth. What if we went with the same team? Blah blah blah. That would have been crazy. That would have been great if we went to the same team. But didn't happen that way. But I'll always keep up with TR. I'll keep up with everybody, and we'll all still be close. That's part of the brotherhood. No matter where we are or how far away from each other or what we're doing, we'll always be together and keeping up with each other and talking and whatnot. And it's just that bond that we have. So it worked out how it worked out, but it'll all be fine.
Is there anything else you want to say or add, man?
Yeah, to my teammates, thank you for all you guys did for me, and the upperclassmen and all the wisdom and things that they instilled in Cajun Nation. Like I said, it was something to be a part of. It was very unique, and only a certain few get to experience it, and it's one of a kind feeling. And the coaches, Coach Thibodeau and Coach Deggs and Coach Wells, and our whole coaching staff is, everything that they did for us, and everything the tough things that they went through and had to endure, just to make us better men, not just baseball players, just more than baseball. They did a lot more for me than just baseball. I can't explain how much they did for me and what they mean to me. And I'll always be grateful for them. And just thank you, Cajun Nation, for bringing me in and letting me be a part of the family. I'll always remember it.
All right, man. I think that's all I'm gonna need for you. I appreciate you for your time. I'm assuming with the surgery and everything that you won't deal with, I guess, spring training or anything coming up with the team anytime soon. How are you gonna deal with that?
Yeah, I don't have anything. I'll just be rehabbing this whole year. I won't be playing any. I'll start back throwing I'll throw competitively like to hitters this summer. But yeah, this whole year I'll be out rehabbing.
Okay. All right, man. Well, good luck to you, man. It was great getting the chance to cover you here in Lafayette, man, and wishing you all the best.
Thank you.